Okay, so I'll just move on. So I hope everyone know that why are you here today? Is obviously, as Puan mentioned, to learn how to use AI tools, right, to power up, your efficiency and productivity at work. But I think over here we don't only meant, for work, but also at personal space. So today, what probably you will expect, right? I'll be sharing with you some of the the basic. Well, probably some of you, may have already know the basic of AI. How AI should be benefited to your work. But I think for some of you, right, who probably hasn't got a lot of information and update about AI. Right, maybe it's a time for you to really get yourself exposed to AI GC at work, and also be sharing with you some of the use cases. Where I will share live demo to all of you how we can use all these interesting tools and skills, right? To upskills our level of productivity at work. Of course, we'll be using, primarily the large language model and also some of the AI tools, for picture and also for video creation. Okay. Let me go to my first slide. I think before we really dive into the content of the trainings, I quite sure that most of you will probably be curious. Who are this guy, like sitting in front of you on the screen, talking to you about AI, where is my credibility, and most importantly, am I what do you call credible enough, to talk about all these AI tools to all of you. So basically my name is David. Yeah, the picture you see over here, right, is the one that I use AI to generate. And the tools, we call Midjourney. Later there will be a session that I'm going to share with you how I use Midjourney, to generate this kind of pictures. So yeah, I hold an engineering degree and also I got an MBA, but then in my career, I've never practiced as an engineer. So after I graduated, I straight away jumped to sales and marketing, right? Sales and marketing to commercial role, in a pharmaceutical company. And then I worked there for 20 years. Yeah, it's good 20 years. So you can roughly gauge my age. So yeah, so I think last year, I think after 20 years, it's really time, to think about my future career, because I think I will never want to spend my time, forever in the corporate, right? That's why I came out to form my agency, running training on AI and also on social media. Okay. Yeah, I founded this company called The Action Consultancy last year, but we focus on AI training and also social media management. And then, my previous company where I spent 20 years, is GSK. I don't know whether anyone heard about this company called GSK. So if you heard about this company called GSK, you can give me a double one in the chat so that I know that probably you heard about this company. And this company has a very famous product. If you know also, maybe you can type into the chat, to show that you also know the product. And seriously, I'm quite sure everyone of you that join online, right, you all know, you have used this product before. I can guarantee you use this product before. Probably even since you are a baby, those days. Yeah, I hope I can see your chat, but over here, I think Teams doesn't allow me to see the chat when I'm presenting, so I can't see. Yeah. Anyway, I'm also an HRDF, accredited trainer, which I can run HRDC program. Yeah. And the company can actually, subscribe to all this program without needing to pay a single cent, because all this will be funded, by HRDC funding. Yeah, and then so I solely come, from the point of view as a AIGC practitioner, because all my AI knowledge and all the skills I acquire when I'm actually producing content using AI, whether it's a written content, report, social media content, the pictures and also video that I created, for marketing perspective, for sales work, everything's come from real practice. So I'm not a developer, I'm not a software developer. I don't develop software. I don't develop language model. I don't deploy, all these tool in a sense of, the technical requirement of it, but I'm solely coming from a point of view as a practitioner, so that I know, the pain point from a business point of view, how these tools can help business in increasing the productivity and also efficiency. And I think all these are very relevant to all of us as a practitioner. Yeah, because when you are a developer, right, you may not understand, the real needs, from the ground. What are we really need? What are we really can benefit from all these tools? So yeah, so this is actually my strength and also my positioning for now. And because of what that I've been doing, right, I was invited as a forum speaker on AI last year, to share my perspective and also my experience in how I can use AI tools, right, to greatly reduce, the manpower in my company, and also how I can utilize AI tools, right, to replace all the workers in my company. Basically, it's like one man can do 5% kind of job. Yeah, so all these are really through the experience that I've been working with AI tools, right, that I'm able to share with all. Yeah. So this actually, my social media, what they call, link, and also I have a website. You can stay engaged. Even after the training at davidhui.com. Yeah, you all can follow me from there. Okay. Yeah. So let me go to the the content right away. Yeah. Okay. Before that, sorry, I need to understand also from the crowd, right? Where is the level of your AI? What they call that, the proficiency stands at. So may I actually invite you to sorry, I haven't got the let me log in to the Slido slide first before I can any of you actually use if you are using ChatGPT like occasionally, you can give me a one in the chat. But it's actually a survey lah. I should be able to generate, but I don't know why the survey button doesn't come out. But if you are actually like uh using, never used ChatGPT before, you can give me a two, so that I don't actually I know where is the crowd standing, at your level. Yeah, so I'll be also checking on the chat so that I can roughly gauge, your competency level. Okay, most of you say you are using occasionally. Okay, cool. So far, nobody type two lah. Never heard about ChatGPT. Even if you does, probably you will not be feeling good to type in the tool, right? But it's fine, no worry. Everyone here, we are in a very safe environment, safe environment that we all spend these 2 hours to learn some new skills, right? It's okay, to be not equipped, with some skills, but most importantly, we are aware of our weakness and also things that we need to improve so that we can find ways to improve, and to shorten the gaps. Yeah, I think most of you here, are using ChatGPT, which is very good. It's very good. I don't see any tool over here, which shows that most of you here heard at somehow have you been using ChatGPT, for at your work, or probably at your personal space. Okay, I'll skip the survey. Let's go to the slide right away. Yeah, let's go to the slide right away. Okay, how AI can transform your business operation. I think, I'm not sure whether you ever, thought about this, question before you start using, or you probably, use AI tools, right, in your personal space. Basically, I think the first benefit is AI can really do task automation and also to increase efficiency. So I think for repetitive tasks, right, you can, like for example, data entry and also scheduling, and even some of the repetitive email, with different header and footer, right? You can use AI to make it, to automate all these tasks, so that you don't have to do it all over again every time, right? And because of AI, they are so they're so efficient, so you can reduce the error when you are doing, repetitive work, and even for some creative work as well. And uh, so it is standard tools that we are using. It can help you to also generate smart scheduling, and also robotic application. We do use robotic technology to do some automation. So all these things are actually evolving very rapidly, and definitely task automation is one of the big things that we're looking at. Maybe now most of us are still not too familiar with task automation, but I think when the technology has really evolved in a very short, maybe 6 months to 9 months, and even 12 months down the road, right, you'll probably see more and more tasks can be automated, can be automated. So second, we can use AI, especially on the big data that we're able to collect. We can do some analysis to make the decision-making process more smooth and also more efficient. So because it also enable real-time analytics, and all this data set makes the analysis job very easy. And we don't have to always depends on Excel or Power BI to do analysis. In fact, if you automate the process, right, even you can just dump in the data, they will help you to generate, the analysis just like that, right? So, and it makes forecasting very efficient and also very easy. So for the sales and marketing folks, right, you can really save a lot of time doing all this analysis. I mean, I recall my day when I was still in corporate, right? I got to spend every week like almost, like 3 to 4, I think 2 to 3 days, like a day, a week, right, to really sit down, digest data and come up with PowerPoint so that I can present, the numbers, in my management meeting. So, but I hope I can have all these tools available during my corporate days. I don't have to spend so much time because, yeah, I was in commercial role, right? So my job, can be more customer facing and also more, what they call my sales team and also the marketing team facing. And yeah, I think with all this data available, it can help me to make strategic choices, decision more efficiently. Yeah, this is something, that AI can provide to us, right? So number three, I think with AI, it can also help us to improve the customer experience and also logistic optimization. Because with the available chatbot, the client doesn't have to really waited, to call and also their queue, right, to be able to speak to a real person agent. I think those of you know who are using Asia. I think one of the classic example of the the customer service chatbot will be the Asia lah. Asia. Can't remember the name. Is it still Alisa? Last time it should be Elsa or Alisa. Can't remember. If you remember, you can just type a name in the chat. So and nowadays, the chatbot can really speak like a normal person. Yeah, speak like a normal person. Either they type to you or they can actually use voice, to really talk to you. And imagine, right, they can attend to your problem, let's say in the middle of the night, help you resolve it. This is something, that we cannot imagine, let's say 5 years, before this one. But nowadays with AI, everything, is possible. Of course, for inventory tracking, those of you who are using Shopee and Lazada, you know that all this AI can really help us to track our what they call our items and also delivery at a very accurate level. They can even track by what time you'll be able to receive, your packages. So something that we cannot imagine, let's say 5 years before this one. So a lot of big company, like Amazon, FedEx, I didn't know only that, probably Lazada, Shopee, Temu, they're all using all the similar technology to improve customer experience. So this is one of the classic example of how AI can help us to improve the experience and also the optimize the logistic capability. So number 4, I think this is very important because we're talking about security in terms of documentation handling. I think human always, especially when we are working for long hours, right? Let's say if you are doing data entry or you are scraping, information from a data, there may be possibility, that we may be able, we may be actually making mistake, from the data that being given to us. So AI can help us to manage that because, they're not human. They are using computer technology, IT technology to detect any fraud that's actually, being seen, in the documentation. So the chances of them committing mistakes, right, is very low. It doesn't say that, they won't commit mistake. There are still incidents, where AI will be also committed, in mistake, but then the chances is low. And because the amount of work they can handle, right? So as I say, they can one AI can handle 5 person jobs. So the scalability growth is there. Yeah. So imagine, if your scalability is high, right? Compared to another person, who may be low in production, where this person doesn't know how to use AI to improve the productivity. So let's say if you are going, for an interview, or let's say if you start your own company, who stand a chance, to get higher or survive, in the competition. I'm quite supposed the one who can handle, more amount of work, right, will be the one who will be triumph, at the end of the day, right? And then and because of all this agility, the intelligence system that will increase, it will help, the one who will be AI equipped to eventually able to standing at the last man, laughing to the crowd. So this is something, we cannot deny that your productivity, are not being expected to be stay at your current level now. In fact, in the future, the expectation, of your productivity and efficiency will be very much will be very much heightened. And I'm quite sure this is a moment for us to really embrace all these skills, right, to improve our efficiency. Okay. So yeah, these are the 4 things that we need to probably really understand, which is one, your task automation and efficiency, how AI can help us, data-driven decision making, and also improving experience and logistic optimization, and finally, right, the data security and also the scalability in our capacity, that really count and also make a difference, in terms of competition. Yeah. So I think understanding today intelligent technologies, right, can also help us to prepare for the future. So for now, I think generative AI is still the mainstream. Yeah. So generative AI are those AI that you're currently using now. When you're using ChatGPT, when you're using DeepSeek, you are using generative AI because they generate content. Yeah. They generate report. They generate returns material to you. So all this, we call it generative AI. The next one, I mean, the next phase, let's say if you wanted, to make yourself a bit more different compared to the rest, right? Go for automation. But not only you are able to generate content from AI, but now you can automate tasks already. Yeah, automation is another next level of AI that all of us should embrace. And finally, we can use robotic process automation, to make the repetitive tasks actually more predictable and also at the higher skills and also higher speed. So these are the 3 main AI application that currently considered as a mainframe, which is generative AI automation, and also robotic process automation, right? So let's dive into generative AI. First of all, I think, as I mentioned, content creation, how we able to generate new content easily, using content creation tools, right? You determine your efficiency and also productivity for the time being, right? And then using chatbot and then to improve the personalized interaction with your customers. Let's say if you're in sales and marketing, chatbot is something that you cannot miss in terms of providing value-added service to your customers. And I think for marketings, right, to generate personalized copy, and rapidly for your clients, for whatever campaign that you are having, also will make a difference compared, to your competitors. So the next one, we talk about AI automation. So what are the things that we can automate? For example, like email filtering. Like for example, for the emails, I want to just script, some of the emails that probably contain this keyword, for example. Okay, I want to scrape a receipt out from the so many email that I receive, from my email account. Maybe as for example, grab receipt. In the past, we may need to just do filtering, manually download the receipt and do compilation. But I think with AI automation, you can actually, using AI tools, right, to automatically scrape, all the receipt, from the whole list of email that we receive, in your mailbox every day, and they can generate a report, for you. Of course, this AI automation, you need to do some what do you call that, some manual work behind, which is doing maybe some of the programming work, but I can be assured that this is actually a very minimum programming knowledge needed for you to generate this kind of automation. So can you imagine, let's say if you're in finance department, right, this will greatly help you to save a lot of your time, to filtering receipt and also generate reports, because you don't have to do it manually anymore. I think for the marketing, we can also use this technology, to do leads qualification. So many leads, that we are receiving every day. What are the quality ones that we are looking at? And automation can help you to generate a report and give you a precise number of customers that you should follow up. Yeah, next maybe with a human agent. Workflow automation, some of complex tasks can be automated. So these are like example that we can use AI automation, to facilitate. So the third one, what is robotic, process automation? So for example, invoice processing. So robotic process automation referring to those process which is very repetitive, means you don't have to do thinking one. No thinking is needed. Like for example, uh, generating invoice. Whenever you receive a sales order coming from your customer, you can straight away generate invoice. There'll be a standard template of invoice. Don't have to go through human intervention. No need to approve, by any department. You can straight away from the sales order receiving, let's say when the email, straight away you can generate an invoice and send to your customer. So these are the things that we're looking at. And HR onboarding, any new hire come in, they'll automatically send, the onboarding schedule and also the material, for any person to onboard a new employee to the company. So all these things are something, that we can use, along with RPA to also increase the productivity. Okay, so these are the main scope currently what we are, having. But of course, which one really do you really need, right? You also have to depends on, your current job scope and also your current department function. Do you need a generative AI, or do you need automation, or do you need an RPA, right? So of course, this is just, for your information. And I think, probably you can actually, do what they call a screenshot, for this piece, right? You can really go back and think about it, comparing the main strength of all these three different AI, and also, the infrastructure, what do you need, right? Do your company has a high infrastructure for IT, to deploy all this technology, and also your current workflow, your current department, and also your current job scope, whether do you need all this one. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm coming to the next one. Yeah. So about the theory part, right? This will be the last one, I think. Yeah. Then we'll go to the demo right away. Yeah. And I also want to invite you, to practice along with me so that you have a hands-on experience of using all these tools. Yeah. But I think I need to let you know what are the AI developments so that you will expect, you expect what are the things coming in, in the near future. So there are three different level of AI. So the first one, we call it, the ANI, artificial narrow intelligence. So what do you mean by ANI? So it specializes in a single task or domain. So they are very narrow one, that's why I call narrow. Let's say, for example, when you ask them to generate image, they only generate image. You ask them to generate, let's say, video, so they only do video, right? So but they can do it better than human, and faster and better than human. So for example, like, a chatbot, they only chat to your clients only. They don't do any other thing else, right? Let's say, for example, if you use Midjourney, which is an image creation tool, right? They only generate image. So this image creation tool, they won't be able to generate video for you, or they cannot generate social media posting for you and help you to post on social media. So their job is very narrow, but they are the professional of their space. Yeah, so this is what we call, AI, but it has been widely available now. A lot of us, when you're using, the most of AI that you're using currently is considered as, AI. So the next level, after narrow, or maybe this one I want to invite, maybe from the crowd. If you know, maybe Poohan can help me to see, the chat, anyone answer the question. What do you think is the next level of AI after the narrow one? So when their scope expand, what do you think is the next level? Iron Man before. Iron Man, there's a good friend of Tony Stark. The one thing, whenever Tony Stark, start into trouble, he will just shout out the name, and then the person will come into the rescue for him. Jarvis is actually the next level of AI, where this type of AI, right? Not only they can serve as your personal assistant, but then they can execute tasks already. So for example, like, like when Tony Stark always shout, Jarvis, send me my costume. I don't know what exactly, the word that he's shouting, but every time when he needs help, right, Jarvis will deploy, the Iron Man costume right to him, fly from somewhere and actually, attach to his body, then become Iron Man, in no time. So this is what we call artificial intelligence. We can generate, we can execute tasks. So we call it, the next one we call it AGI. Yes, artificial general intelligence. So they have a human level IQ already. I'm talking about IQ of between 110 to 100 and no 100 to 110. This is actually a normal human, IQ. So this AI, they already equip normal human IQ. They can think, they can learn, they can adapt, they can execute tasks like a human. So in the future, right, the robotics technology come in. So all these robotics will be classified under AGI because they can make decision, they can execute tasks, you know, um, like for example, Tesla Optimus Prime, no, sorry, not Optimus Prime, that's Transformers, Optimus, Tesla Optimus robots. I think for those of you who follow technology news, right, you all should know Optimus. So it's actually, a robot being produced by Tesla, which is going to be on sales in the market. I heard lah, I'm not sure whether this is true. Late 2026, which is next year, or 2027. So they can execute human, basic human tasks. Like for example, they can do cooking, they can help you to do house chore, they can help you take care of children, take care of elderly. They can do yeah. I mean, yeah. For now, this is already very great, right? And so this is what you call AGI. They can execute tasks already. And this AI robotics. Guess what? Do you know how much they cost? It's actually in between 10,000 to 20,000 USD. It's very cheap, right? So it's like, less than a car price. You can own an AI robot that can do, help you to become a helper at home. And the best thing is I don't have to pay them salary. They don't need rest day. You only need to charge them at night. And very important, they don't have emo. They don't run away. You don't have to worry, whether my mate run away or not. The robot won't run away. So yeah, and yeah, lor, and when you're going out, you don't have to bring them also. You can keep them at home, to do housework. So a lot of human type problem can be eliminated, using AI. So these are what we call AGI. They will come in 2027, 2027. Okay, the next level. Anyone want to guess? After AI, after AGI, what's the next level? So after general, really, there should be something more powerful already. So when you say powerful, right, what is the right term to use? Artificial what intelligence? We're talking about probably intelligence more powerful than human, more intelligent than human. They can do things like maybe outer space exploration. They can do deep sea, let's say more than 10,000 feet kind of exploration into the seabed. They can go to the volcano to do sample collection, things that people cannot do. They can do research, on behalf of human. They can cure, difficult to treat disease. They can do nanosurgery. I mean, thank you for the response. Actually, you're right. It's actually called ASI, Artificial Super Intelligence. Okay, this AI you don't play, because their intelligence, right, is like Einstein level. Do you know what is the Einstein IQ? It's 166. So this AI they equipped with Einstein IQ. So I think it's between 160 to 170. They're very intelligent. They can do work that human cannot do right now. So theoretically, when is it going to be available? They say in the next 10 years. Some say it will be even faster. I don't know. I got no answer for this one. But I'm looking at it positively because I think when this ASI is available, right, we can help to solve a lot of current issue, long outstanding issue where human cannot solve one, right? This AI can probably help us, to solve. I think the very first important one will be in terms of healthcare. A lot of difficult to treat disease where current human technology cannot handle one, right? This ASI can help us to manage, and also outer space exploration. Yeah. So this three-level AI, will dominate, our space development, in the next coming years, foreseeable years to come. So and I really hope that, when we have this technologies, right, it will add great value, to mankind. Yeah. Okay, I will skip this slide. They are talking about 5-level AI development. But then if you got chance, right, if you got chance to meet, in my class, in May, I think probably I will go a little bit deeper in terms of the 5 level of AI if you're interested to know more due to the time constraint. But now it's already 10:40 already. Yeah. So now I want to come to the main topic of AI prompting, which I think everyone should know. And in this topic, I also want to invite you to do the demo together with me so that you also have a feel and also have the understanding about how powerful is AI prompting regarding to the content that being generated by you. So, but before that, what is AI prompting? Anyone want to make a mobile guess what is AI prompting? It's a text query and also text input that you give, to the computer for them to generate a response for you. And then AI prompting range in complexity means, you can have a very simple prompt, that can generate you, a more general answer, and then a more complex prompt, right, that give you a specific answer. And I want to give you one clue here. It doesn't mean that when you give a simple prompt, the answer will be simple. It's not necessary. Because when you give a simple prompt, right, they may give you a general answer, which is very long. Because they don't know what you want. They just give you a lot of answer. Hopefully, one of it actually hit your request. But sometimes when you give, a more complex prompt, right? The more complex prompt can be a one A4 paper long, But because it's so specific, and the answer is actually very short and also very precise, and the answer can be shorter than the prompt. Yeah, you probably never imagine this, right? Yeah. So this is something that can happen. Yeah. So I think it's important for us to learn how to write a good prompt so that you will be able to get your answer right away without need to waste a lot of time to continue to chat with the AI to get the answer that you want. Yeah. So that's why AI prompting is very, very important. So why is it very important? Because it will determine your quality of response, your impact, you know, not only the length. I think the length is not important. What we want to really care about is the quality and also the relevance of the answer to us, right? And then because it will greatly impact the accuracy and also the relevancy. Because you see, the time spent on chatting with AI is also count as our productivity. So we use more time to generate a response that you want with AI. That means that your productivity is not high, it's low. Because you need to continue to chat, in order for you to get, the quality response, right? And compare to a person who know how to use prompting. First time, ask question, already get an answer already. Yeah. So comparing to a person need to ask 5 times, which one has better, productivity and also efficiency? I think the answer is quite obvious, right? Definitely the one who only asks one time question. That's why important for us to learn the skill. Okay. So the next one, I want to give you some tips. This one you can actually copy it down, if you think it's relevant to you. What are the tips, for creating effective prompt? I think first of all, got to be clear and specific. Avoid being ambiguous. Like for example, generate me, an email, for blah 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 blah. So this is very general. So email, but to who? What purpose? And what are tone? What are style? What is the objective? Or you just want some content only. You don't care about the rest of it. So let's say it's not clear, right? Then the AI will give you a very ambiguous answer. It doesn't meet probably what you really want, right? And many a time also we don't care to tell AI who we are. We don't care. We just want the answer only, right? But sometimes who we are, what is the nature of this request, and our background, right, will have a great impact, to the content that's being generated. Yeah, later I'll show you what does it really mean. And also set some constraint. What do you mean by constraint? For example, I think I always like to use email because I know that most of us are using AI to help us to write email, generate email. So let's say you got a friend, if you got a friend who used to be like writing very, you know, very mediocre kind of emails, like not very good emails, but I can deliver the message, but not very good, not very bombastic kind of email. But suddenly one day, wow, send you an email, right? Who you know, with all the jargon, British accent, or US accent, can joke like Shakespeare, as if that this person has already gone through, English literature, degree and came up with it, so you can write that kind of email. But for a recipient to see some email, what is our first impression? What will be your first impression? I think instead of being impressive, right, you feel like, oh, what right? Because from a person who write mediocrely, now suddenly become very powerful. Definitely, it's actually copy from ChatGPT lah. So I think instead of impressive, right, now it become a laughing stock, probably among your colleagues. So we don't want that to happen. That's why in our email, it's important to tell AI. Let's say for example, avoid some specific jargon, avoid too poetic, avoid using, let's say, English or maybe US accent when generating the email. So it's important to tell AI what need to be included and also what need to be excluded from the email as well. Yeah, so these are some of the skills that we need to learn actually, when giving prompting to AI. Okay. And finally, do not hesitate, to ask AI to regenerate, with additional new constraint and also new instruction. If you find that the existing one doesn't work for you. Yeah. It's important because we want AI to learn from the process as well. Do you know that for those of you who are using ChatGPT, you know that the first time when you ask AI to generate a content for you, right, versus the next few time when you ask the AI to generate the similar content for you, you find a difference. But you find that the AI become more intelligent. Yeah. Do you know why? Anyone know why? Anyone want to give your input? Why do you think AI, the next few generation of content is better than the first one? Especially for those who are using AI, let's say ChatGPT for the first time. Yeah, you'll find that the next few time become more intelligent. Anyone want to make a wild guess? What is the reason? That's a keyword, continuous learning. Because your AI is learning your response. They are learning your behavior. They are learning, your personality. They are learning, what kind of response that meet, your requirement. So they are also learning. So they will automatically, reject or avoid generating the contents that will not fit, to your requirement one. So AI is learning. So the more question you ask, right, the more feedback you give to AI, they will actually generate more quality and also more precise result that meet your requirement. Yeah. So that's why when the more you use, your AI become more intelligent. So that's the reason. That's why don't be hesitate to iterate and also refine your result, when it's necessary. Okay, so these are the tips. But then, even this giving you a tips also, you still find, yeah, I know these tips, but again, how to write a better how to write, a better email, or better generate better content, for my creation. Okay, I'll give you a formula. Okay, anyone think giving you a formula is cool in helping you to generate better prompting, right? Give me a double one in the chat. And let's say more people, I see more than 10 double one, I will straight away give you the formula. But if let's say if I see less than 10, that means you guys are not interested. Maybe I'll just skip the slides. Straight away go to the demo. Yeah. Can you give me a double one in the chat? So if more than 10 double one, then I'll just proceed, to give you all the formula. Formula lah, I don't want to keep you all waiting. So this one you really have to remember it. We call it the core star framework. Very easy to remember. C stands for context, yeah. Provide relevant background information to AI. O stands for objective, clearly define what you want to achieve. Okay. S stands for style, specifying the writing style you want the LLM to use. Tone, stand for, the T set the attitude or not the response, and also A is audience, identify who the response is intended for, and finally the R, right, stand for response, which means what kind of format you want the AI to generate for you. Okay, I'll give you an example of the actual Corsa framework prompting. So the example will be, okay, I want to write an email. Write an email. I'm actually the manager assigning tasks. Okay, by the way, anyone hasn't actually got you can take a picture or can do a screenshot of this slide so that you'll be able to know what is cost really mean. Okay, yeah, give you another 5 seconds. Yeah, those want to take a picture or screenshot. Okay, cool. I'll move to the next slide. Okay, context. My manager assigning a task to my subordinate. So what is my objective? So I want to write an email assigning the task of preparing a sales report for the quarterly meeting. I want to ensure my tone is motivating and also clear. So next one, I want the style to be structured, concise and encouraging, emphasizing the importance of the task. So my tone will be very supportive and professional. Anyway, this is official email, professional email, so it has to be professional. So the audience will be my junior team member, responsible for compiling the data, right? And finally, I want the email to be in structured format, so I must have a structure, subject, there must be a greeting, body, and also closing. Okay, now let me do a live demo with you and see how this calls out, right, will actually impact, the final outcome of the email. Okay, hey, let me open up my ChatGPT. It's done really. Okay, right. Okay, let me start off with a non-core star version. Yeah, that's so that we can make comparison, right? Okay, preparing a sales report. Okay, just a simple one. Simple one. Okay, let me compare the one with Costa. Okay, so the simple one will be, I want to write an email assigning a task of preparing a sales report. That's it. That's it. Okay, let's hit the go button. Okay, this will be my email. Very simple one. Okay, dear who and who, I hope this message finds you well. I'm reaching out to assign you the task of preparing a sales report for okay, our report should include the following: sales data, analysis, insights, visual, additional observation. So the date has been mentioned, thank you in advance. Make quite standard lah. I think these are emails, right? Probably, we, for those managers, you have been probably writing this email, like, in and out, right? So nothing special about this. But let's see another version. Let's say I'm using Costa. So okay, let's copy the Costa. Sorry. Let's copy the Costa. Okay, I'm a manager. Okay, let me copy and then we can read it, together with you. Okay, go back, to the same window, the box, the chat box. Okay, now I'm a manager assigning a task to my subordinate. The whole long list, just now we have read it through already. But I think now we want to make it, more attentive, more structured, and also more precise in the ask, the do and don'ts, for the request. Okay. Okay, let me hit the go button, then we compare, the result. Yeah. Okay, we compare, the result. Say, okay, this is actually, the outcome of it. First of all, we look at the structure first. Yeah. Okay, there's actually, a header, opening. There's actually, the main structure of the email, the task details. There's actually, also why this matter, and also a closing as well. So it fits, to my request or structure format, subject, greeting, body, and also closing. Okay, that's the first criteria already. So second one, let us dive into the email content itself. Okay, I hope you are doing well. As we are preparing for the upcoming quarterly meeting, I would like to assign you the important task of preparing the sales report. Okay, your attention to detail and the ability to present data effectively will be crucial in making the presentation itself an impact. Okay, this one, right, it doesn't exist, in my previous email. And it also fit to my request, to emphasizing the importance of the task, right? So this is actually being taken care of as well, in my creation. So the next one, call this will be the detailed report content, data visualization, insight and recommendation, deadline. So all this I don't want to repeat. Okay, why this matter? Your contribution will play a significant role in showcasing our team effort. And then your effort will make a meaningful impact on the presentation. Okay, let's go back to the form itself. What do I mean by this one? Okay, I want, again, it's also, highlighting, the emphasizing the importance of the task as well. And let's dive a little bit more. If you need any specific data or support along the way, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm confident your ability and appreciate your dedication to this task. Okay, this one, right? You go back to the prompt. I think, it's over here. Supportive and also professional. Ensuring my tone is motivating and also clear. Yeah, it's over here. Can you see that? So it not only, it shows importance, why this matter, why you are chosen, but also I want to lend my support to you if you need any support. So this email also, has included that also in the creation. Yeah. So for those of you, who are seeing this email, comparing to the first one, which is this one, this is actually number one, yeah. This is number one version. This is number two version. Which one you think is a better version of email? Can we have a rating, in the chat? If you think one is better, type one. If you think two is better, type two. Not trying to, I mean, I think the importance, of showing this prompt difference, right, versus a core star versus non-core star, right, is to really showcase to you if you are using your prompt, accurately, you will expect a more quality, result. Yeah. So this is actually about prompt engineering. I hope everyone can see a difference, and I hope you all can really embrace Costa framework when you're doing creating, when you're actually instructing your AI to the future. Yeah. Okay, let's go to some case study. I think this is very important, and I want you, if you have the chance, right? Let's happen you have your PC in front of me. I would like you, to practice together with me as well. How we can use all these LLM, for different tasks and also for different what they call different perspective lah. So okay, I'm going to use two different LLM, which is of course, LM stands for the large language model. One is actually, the very popular ChatGPT. Another one will be DeepSeek lah. DeepSeek is actually, a language model recently become very hot. I think since Chinese New Year, and suddenly, there's like talk on the market. I even talk about, wow, DeepSeek very powerful lah, can do this, can do that lah. But you know what? It can do more things than what you can imagine. Yeah, today we're gonna do, some sharing with you. Okay, I want to use DeepSeek, to generate a social media campaign. Probably I will invite you all, to probably, to practice together with me so that you all can see, you know, the power of how all this LLM, right, you know, can help us, you know, to generate content. I'm going to open my DeepSeek first. DeepSeek. Okay, this is my DeepSeek. Yeah, this is my DeepSeek. So I say I want to use DeepSeek, you know, to generate what they call a social media campaign, right? So let's do this. Okay, I don't know whether I got prompt. Okay, I got a prompt. Okay, I'm not being lazy lah. I just want to save your time only. You know, for you to look at, you know, to see how I type my prompt, will be very, you know, will be very time consuming. Yeah. But you all can actually copy, you know, the prompt if you want to copy. For those of you, you know, who are doing social media, this is actually the prompt that I'm going to use. Okay, create a complete 3-month campaign, marketing campaign, yeah, for my social media. Okay, my business lah. So let's put in a business. My business is actually, okay, my company lah. The Action Consultancy. Okay, targeting what? Targeting working adults. Targeting working adult like you guys, right? Across what? Across what's my platform? My platform will be. My spelling. Okay, my platform will be okay. Let's try Facebook and also TikTok. Okay, TikTok. Yeah, I think most of us are actually on TikTok and also TikTok. I think most of us. Facebook may not, unless you are like me, at the 40 and above. Okay, the campaign should align with the following objective: increase awareness. Okay, this one I just leave it as it is. Okay, key messaging, core ideas or narrative to be shared throughout the campaign. Content calendar, weekly theme, post time. Okay, this I will just leave it. Reach, impression, follower growth. Okay, I will just leave whatever it is over here. Okay, so these are the parameters I'm going to use, you know, for my campaign. Okay, let me tell you what. I'll just copy the whole thing. I'll just share, you know, in the chat so that you all, you know, can use this one. Yeah, I'll just copy and share it. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, for those of you who think this prompt is useful, you can just copy this one. Okay. Okay, I think yeah, I'll just hit the go button. Yeah, hit the go button. Okay, can you see that the 3 months campaign come up with it, you know, for my company. So they help me to draft out the objective, which is increase brand awareness, drive website traffic, and the platform in Facebook and TikTok. And audience will be working professional, seeking career growth, skill development. So executive summary, or they even give you executive summary. The key goal, increase follower by 20%, you know, 15% engagement. So this one I didn't give. I didn't give. So they will give me, a reasonable numbers, you know, for us to follow. So normally, if you have specifically, you know, what you want to drive, right, then you can put it in. If not, right, so normally they'll give you, you know, a standardized number, you know, for you to keep track. Okay. And then, so my breakdown will be month 1, I will focus on awareness and also engagement. Okay. So my team will be unlock your career potential, right? So this will be my content type educational, okay, behind the scene, user generated content, and also, you know, for CTA driven, means, you know, you call to action driven. So what is my budget? Okay, 500. They even give me a budget on this. I didn't even give them any instruction on the budget, but they will just suggest. So my month number 2, I will focus on consideration and also lead generation, team given, goal given, content also given, testimonial, live, interactive, CTA. So this will be my strategy, right? Okay, KPI, right? And then monthly conversion and also community growth. Okay, now it's actually, you know, to convert the sales already. I cannot be always doing all the marketing but without any conversion, right? So month number 3, it's time for me to do conversion. So I need to encourage my follower to take action already. Yeah. So I'll be having case study, offer, you know, also user generated content, post and survey. So budget will be higher already because this is already a last push for me to, you know, to get back my ROI. Yeah. So they will even give me, you know, all my content calendar by week, you know. So week 1, what should I focus? Yeah. Week 2, what should I focus? And also so we repeat, you know, variation for month 2 and also month 3. So I think they didn't give me over here, but I think I can continue to ask, right? They will provide me, you know, with the entire full variation. Okay. So that's it. It's actually, you know, my content for the entire 3 months. Very comprehensive, right? Seriously. So imagine, let's say if you are a marketing agency, for you to generate this sort of content plans, right? How much time do you think it takes? You got to study the industry. You got to look at the capability of the company that you are working for. You got to look at your client's capability as well. You can look at the budget. You can look at the metrics. So for you to come out with all these, you got to have multiple meetings with your clients. Only you can come up with this kind of creation. And I can say that it'll take days. Let's say not weeks. Take days for you to come out. But how much time do I need? From with AI for me to get out to come up with this content planning? Everyone can recall how much time does it take to get the whole generation out? Less than 30 seconds, right? Yeah, less than 30 seconds. There's amount of time that we're talking about. 30 seconds versus days of creation. So which one is you stand out more in terms of getting in terms of efficiency? Yeah. I can actually go a little bit deeper one. I can even ask AI, for week 1, please come out with complete content plan with caption, um, picture prompt, and video script. I can even ask them, to this level, video script, complete with hashtag as well. At the end of the day, we do social media, we can't run away without giving hashtag, complete hashtag as well. Okay. All right. So let's see what are the things that they will come out for me. I just want week 1 only. Okay. Hey, week 1, team, go. Day 1, brand production, post type, caption. This will be my caption. Visual prompt. You can even give me, what kind of prompt I should give it to AI to help me to generate the picture. Okay. Yeah. Video. This will be my script, when I do my video. Okay. Yeah. So it can be that kind of detail, for the prompting, to come out to me, for the content to come out for me. So imagine, let's say, if I don't want to employ a marketing agency, right? If I just do it on my own, would you think it's possible? Of course, highly possible. Looking at the content creating, they even give you 6 days, 6 days of content creation. Yeah, 6 days. Without you cracking your head what to do, for the 6 days, they only come up for you in how many minutes? I think probably about minutes, right? Yeah, a full 7 days, content came out just like that for you. Yeah. Okay, anyone are doing this along with me one? Do you want to share your result actually on the chat? Anyone? I think some of you probably have already copied, your the problems that are given to you. You are probably also doing your own practice, right? Do you want to share me your result? Anyone? I think for me it's excellent. Yeah, it may not be 100% usable, for all the everyday, content being created, but I think it give me a lot of ideas how I should actually produce my content. Yeah. So compare, for me to crack my head, to do all this, right, it save me a lot of time. Okay. I think for those marketeer, joining today, I'm quite sure you all will agree with me. Yeah. And probably you are already using it, in some of your content marketing campaign. Wow, yours is even better. You come out with a template for you. Oh, it's good. This is good. Yeah. Exactly is what I want to see, right? Yeah. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Excellent. Okay, we won't go through, the entire content. It'll be very it'll be very detailed and also a bit time consuming. But I think yeah, the idea is actually right, to give you some idea, this is what AI is capable of doing. Yeah. It depends how deep is the question. Oh, you're using Grok. Yeah, Grok 3 is good. So in fact there's a fight between Grok and also DeepSeek. In terms of deep research, some say Grok 3 is actually better, some say DeepSeek is better. But I think for us as a user, right, we don't care because as long as we can use it for free, whichever give us, the best answer, right, we just use that, right? And I think this is exactly how these are the benefit, as a consumer, that we can enjoy for now. So all these LLM that are fighting among each other to become, the most usable and most downloadable version, right? So I think as a consumer, we have a privilege to use them for free. Of course, not every time, but at least, for limited time, every day. Yeah. Okay, thanks, Mr. Lei. Mr. Lei, I hope I have mentioned your name correctly. Okay, let's go to the next exercise. Well, we have 74, on the line. So thank you so much, for everyone, taking your time to call in. So what is my next assignment? Go to my next one. Okay, how to use ChatGPT to analyze your performance? This is one of the most asked question when I conduct, my classes elsewhere, right? I mean, they always ask me this question, one. Even though it's not inside, the modules, they will ask me to purposely show them how I use ChatGPT, to do stock analysis. Any investor over here, anyone of you experience using, AI to help you to run analysis on stock performance? Anyone? Can I have a show of hand? Um, Now, if you have using it, can you please give me a double one? Anyone? Anyone been using, ChatGPT to do stock analysis? Do we have do you have some response?
No, no response.
No. Okay. Really, you also, so I don't know whether it's considered a well-behaved or whatever. Or you also, how should I describe? Or you all don't dare to actually, to tell because your HR is watching you. Yeah, okay, doesn't matter. I'll show you how to do it. But I think the same principle is applicable, not only on stock performance, but any process or any, what do you call, workflow that require you to do analysis, right? You can use AI to help you to do it. Okay, so let me pull out, some data first, so that we can, let me pull out data first. Let me see, where do I put, the data? Okay, let me go to this one. Let me go with this one. I will just use the case study, right? The same case study. I'll go to my ChatGPT. This blocking me. I want to move this one. Okay. My ChatGPT. I open up, a new window. Then I upload, my data first. Okay, my data will be here. Okay, to save time also, I have some pre-prepared prompt already, so that I'll straight away use a prompt. I'll use a prompt straight away. Okay, and then I'll copy this one, paste it over here, the box here. Okay, so I want the AI to help me, right, to analyze the top 10 emerging stock in, well, this one in what? Only lah, I think it's actually for um historical financial performance, generate a bar chart comparing the commodity score, and also highlight, tabular stock ranking, bar chart, scatter plot, and also summary insight. Okay, so I just want AI to help me do this. But beforehand, maybe you can check out, how does the data looks like. It's a very simple data, a very simple data, which has all the stocks available over here. These are all the parameters. Of course, you can make, you can make the table more comprehensive, with more data. But then I think for this exercise, it is not necessary. So let's see what AI, can help us to generate. Okay. So I'll just hit the go. Okay. Maybe I'll also send this to you all, so that you all can also practice, along with me. Let me copy, the prompt for you first. I'll copy the prompt for you. For those of you who have your PC, you all can actually practice together with me. Okay. Yeah, let me copy it for you. Okay, this is actually, the prompt. So, but let me show you the demo first. Okay, I'll just hit the go button. Okay, so this one will be my data, and then this will be my prompt. Then now they're doing the analysis in the background. They are creating, the output for me. So imagine, let's say this one is not, a stock performance. Maybe something like your company sales data, or maybe your, some data they want to do analysis, right? You can use the same method to do it. Okay, this will be the top 10 emerging stock with the composite score, right? These are the company lah. Anyway, all these are mock company now. It doesn't exist one. So I just created this data, for this exercise only. And then they even give me, the scatter plot chart, right? So the PE ratio versus EPS ratio. For those of you who are familiar with stock investing, so we want company to have a low PE and also high EPS. So which company basically fit into this criteria, I think will be this company lah. This company is what? What company? What is the it didn't show. It should have been showing, the company. It should have a bar, the color bar to show which company is this one. I don't know why it doesn't show. It should be showing. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, this company who has a high PE and also low PE and also high EPS, right? Should be a company that you should invest in, right? Yeah. Okay. And it should be the company name Cybernet and also InnoSoft. Okay. So they show you, with the data given and also the relevant prompt, right? AI can really help you, to analyze, any data that you are submitting to them. Okay, this is just one of the many examples that we can use, for with AI. Okay, so this is actually the second case study where we use large language model to do analysis. Okay. Okay. Chen asking, how are we comfortable with the reliability of the result? Okay. It's a very valid question, Chen. We always double check, the creation, the answer, right, with a few different language model. Means we probably use ChatGPT to generate one, then we use DeepSeek for another one, or maybe Grok for the third one. So if the result is consistent, if in all these large language model, right, then likely the calculation is valid. But again, sometimes all these, analysis and also the research that we do, right, it doesn't really guarantee that, the what they call the output, will be as what we have expected. Sometimes, things do happen and it will actually have some impact, to the eventual outcome, of the whole analysis. So we always take, the analysis as a pinch of salt. Even though we don't, let's say if we don't use the language model to do analysis, even though we are using Power BI to do analysis, even though we are using Excel to do analysis, it also doesn't mean that the analysis output will be 100% accurate, with the observable insights. I think this is actually from the years of experience of us using doing analysis. It always serves as a guide only. And this guide may not be 100% accurate as well, but it is better than nothing that we don't have anything, to base on. Yeah. So, and you notice also, in all this AI, right, they will not give you a very certain answer, on whatever observable insight they will give you. They always reserve, some of their conclusion and also their predictions. Because they also understand there's no guarantee, in any analysis work being produced, even by AI or by human. So these are things that we need to, get ourselves aware lah. And for Won, your answer, real estate is the same. As long as you got the data, you can ask them, to run the analysis as well. I did, some analysis for some real estate company as well during my training. Yeah, it is the same method and also same process as well. But due to time constraint, I may not be able to run the analysis for you. But you do have some analysis data available, right? You can actually do the analysis on your own. For example, like based on the data, can you come up with me with recommended rental yield, for this area, or which are the better investment opportunity, for the property type? Is it industrial, commercial, or residential? Which area, has higher appreciation opportunity and also potential based on historical data? So as long as you've got the data, right, you can ask any question pertaining to any form of application. There's no limitation on this. Yeah. So for Chen and also Woon, I hope I have answered your question. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, great. Thank you so much. So let's move on to the next one. Now it's 11:20. Already time really passed very fast. I thought I really moved very fast already, but the time always moves faster than me. So next one. Okay, this one, right? How to leverage ChatGPT as a sales and performance coach. Okay, this one, right? I can only show you as a demo. I can't actually, like show you how I do it. But I can show you as a demo how I actually use ChatGPT, right? To I think for sales and training department, this is something probably you would like to explore. So in fact, for those of you who are paying for the ChatGPT, you probably explore the function of the customized GPT. Yeah. So I mean, sorry guys, for those of you who are not using the Plus account, right? You probably won't be able to see the My GPT. Even though you will see it, but when you click on it, right, they'll start to ask you to pay for for it before you can start using it. But I'm using the Plus version, so I have this function available. So I have yeah, this is actually my customized GPT bot where I use it as a role play of a sales coaching role play for pharmaceutical industry. Yeah, I built this for a pharmaceutical company when I doing training for them. So how does this the pharmaceutical deal closer works, right? It will serve as it will act as a doctor whereby I'm actually I'm a sales rep trying to sell the what they call the drugs to this doctor lah. So how does it work? Let's say for example, if I start asking question, yeah, and then they will come up with this question. So I need to key in the question first. What's my name? What's the name of the client? The specialty, is it a cardiologist, pharmacist, customer classification? Is this doctor a non-user, intermediate, regular? Why this matter? Because the role play scenario will base on all this information given to them, to the AI. Okay. And that's what are the product that I want to promote, the competitor product the client is currently using. What is my objective? Is it my objective is to introduce product or to overcoming some objection or to secure a commitment, to buy or to use a sample or to come for my drug meeting, this and that. So I need to have a objective for the AI, to achieve one, and also challenges that this conversation we expect, to receive lah. So I will key in all these things right before I can start, the conversation. So for time interest, right, I wouldn't be showing you how I'm going to start a conversation because it will takes like 10 15 minutes, for the entire conversation, to finish. But I will show you, the conversation flow. Let me take out, let me take it out. Sorry. It's somewhere around here one. No, 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 no. Okay, let me show you the role play process. Yeah. So this is how I actually did the role play. So I give a name. His name is Dr. Anil. He's a GP intermediate user. Is using a product called Zinet. It's actually a antibiotic. A competitor product is actually Unacin. There's also another, competitor antibiotic as well. So I want the doctor to commit to use on new indication for the upper respiratory tract infection, and this doctor is very price conscious. So I'll just start off in the conversation. So they will start off as if he's a doctor lah. Then they'll ask question. Then I will try to answer it. Thanks for feedback. I know we have been using Zina for this indication, but I want you to start to think about a new indication to use because I want to expand my business, right? Yeah. So the doctor will say, oh, okay. To be honest, been using your competitor and it works well. So why? So what is the report saying? So I just tell him the report. So okay, to cut the story short, let's say if I go to the bottom, I want to close it. Doctor, I convinced with the data, but now ask about cost already. Then I say, oh yeah, it's 30 ringgit, per course, quite comparable. Yeah. But I still say, yeah, my patient very price sensitive. If they push back on cost, then what can I tell them? Then I start to talk about, patient quality of life impact, everything. Then now currently I'm running a promotion, try to entice a doctor already, yeah. Running a promotion, you want to buy? The doctor say, okay lah, I check my current stock. Still don't want to commit, doctor. Very stubborn. Then I started ask question, try to divert a bit of the attention. So how many patients you actually see a day? Doctor say, oh, maybe for this type of indication, maybe once a day. Once a day. Then I say, hey, doctor, 12 boxes, it's only like can last you less than 2 weeks. and but you can prevent 12 hospitalization. Isn't it good? Doctor say, yeah, makes sense as well. It's only less than 2 weeks of stock only. Okay lah. Then I'll take the 10 box. So eventually I'm able to close the doctor, the deal. And then not only that, they'll give me some feedback. So what are my strength? Oh, you're effectively using scientific evidence, you have knowledge, the doctor objection, blah, 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 blah. But they also help me to improve further. So what are the things I need to improve? You probably need to mention price per patient. Yeah. Small price to pay. So when handling hesitation is what you should do. Yeah. So they also give me, improvement, to follow lah, so that I can become I can do better in my next conversation. Yeah. So this is actually how, we can use ChatGPT to help us, to train our people. So I think for those of you who are in training, when you sales, right? Of course, this demo on the sales coaching is only part of it. Let's say if you want to train your people, on product knowledge, you want to train your people, on any sales technique or any uh, departmental related, techniques and also skills, right? You can always assign ChatGPT, the customized GPT to do that. Yeah. So you can save your time. I think the benefit of doing this is actually, right, the person no need to wait until the availability of the trainer or the manager before they can do the training. They can do the training on their own. And the good thing is, because the history is being captured over here, so we can always review back the history and do, our round of coaching, with the person. Yeah. So I mean, I want you to think on that level, so that how so that you will probably think how ChatGPT, the customized one, can help you, to improve the efficiency and productivity, at this level. Okay. Okay. Till now, I've gone through 3 different things about LLM really. Yeah. So can anyone help me to help us, to do a recap? What have I actually shared with you using DeepSeek and also using ChatGPT? We shared 3 different functions already. Yeah. So anyone can remember? If you can remember, can you just type, the answer into the chat box? I use ChatGPT, I use DeepSeek to do one thing, in the very first example. Then second, I use ChatGPT to do also another thing. And finally, the third one will be the sales coach. Can anyone remember? Anyone? Yes, you have to got a data source. Yes. Data source, the data source on, let's say, if you are this type of doctor, right? What is your behavior? How should you react? Yeah, and also some information about the the persona of the clients as well. Yeah, and maybe some clinical papers, some training data about the product as well. You have to give it to AI lah. Let's say the product, it's not some very well-known products in the market. Yeah, so you do need to provide some training data to the AI. Yeah. If you want to know more about automation, what kind of tools is recommended? So usually the AI automation tools, right? The available one will be, mostly the LLM, like for example, things like ChatGPT, the customized GPT, even some of the marketing tools like Zapier. All these are automations, but most of the time, right, the automation tools are customized. And you may need to actually engage with a software house to do the customized software for you, because when it require to do integration with your, let's say, your ERP software, your CRM software, right? So this one definitely need some customization to work around with the software that currently you are using. So it's not a straightforward thing. That's why the infrastructure capability is slightly higher compared to using ChatGPT alone, where basically you don't need any extra infrastructure to build the customization, the automation. Yeah. So I think, a few of answer coming from the team. I think email, analyze top performance, sales coach, social media campaign. Yeah, you are absolutely right. I think thank you so much, for your reminder and recap, for the team. Yeah, these are the things that I've just shared. So I hope, by now, by looking at the sales, I mean, sorry, not only sales, I know they're more on the use case of how LLM can help you. So far, I know it's beneficial. I know it's never enough. I know you want to see more, demo, but I need to, apologize in advance, because, we don't have enough time to do so many demos, right? But I think the use case, let's say, if you want to do analysis, right, you can use the stock demo as one of the example. Just replace, the stock demo, replace the data only. Replace the data, with your data they want to do the analysis, and also replace, the content of the prompt. What kind of analysis you want to do, what kind of parameters you want to analyze, then AI will help you to generate the result. And also, for the sales coach, if you think you are interested, you can always, replace a product, replace an industry, even replace the clients, replace, the scenario, of an entire environment, so that you can create something which is relevant to your industry. Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much, Wei Ming. Thank you so much, Ikin, and also Ui, for your answer. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Now we got 50 minutes left only, before for me to go to the next demo. We still got half of the demo to go. I haven't finished yet. And we still got 15 minutes left only. Okay, now, what is AI in image creation? I think, by the way, if you notice this guy, the picture of this guy, over here, you'll find that it looks like me. It's actually me. I use AI to actually generate this image. I use a tool called Flux. Flux is actually, customized open source, image creation tool which can generate image very alike, not alike, to your original face. But you need to actually do training lah, with AI for them to generate your. I mean, you got to train an AI model using your face picture, many of them, for them to generate, your picture. It looks exactly like you. Okay, so it is not in scope with today's training because that one is it need a little bit of training in behind. But let me show some tools where you don't need training, you can right away can generate one. Okay, so I want you to look at this tool called Ideogram. So Ideogram is a tool that I use it quite often, to generate brand specific logo and also messages. So Ideogram is very good, in terms of generating text messages. No, sorry, text-based image. Yeah, they are good in generating text-based image. What do I mean by text-based image? Let me show you. Anyone can follow. Everyone can follow me. Go to Ideogram. Go to Ideogram. Yeah. You can. Yeah. When you enter, right, you can see this page. Okay. And see this page. And okay, this is what I call, text-based images, where you can exactly print out, the text where the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah, exactly. The text that you have input inside the prompt, they will generate exactly the same thing for you. Actually, for those of you who have been following, the Ghibli challenge. I think nothing new lah. You have been using ChatGPT to generate image, right? The principle is the same. Yeah, you can use ChatGPT to do it as well, but then now you can also use other tool to do it as well. Okay. So let me show you, some other tools so that you don't depend only on one tool only. But Ideogram is very good in generating, a logo. So what kind of logo am I trying to say? Let's say, for example, okay, let me ask this. Okay, please help me to generate logo for my company. Okay, Action Consultancy, for example. For those of you, who are already registered with Ideogram, you can try on your own company, and okay, the logo should have EH as the main subject, as a main object, and Action Consultancy, as the line message at the bottom. Okay, simple prompt. Okay, let's see. Okay, color theme. Yeah, color theme is blue and green. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to select the model as well. So what's the model they're giving to me? They're giving to me 1.0. So let's see. Okay, let me use 2.2a lah. They got multiple model. Each model they will cost you different credits. But the way other people will give you 10 credit per week. So means every week, right, you can generate 10 pictures for free. Okay, let me use a 2a model, then I'll generate my logo. So I encourage you to try this together with me. Yeah. Then later share your result on the chat. Okay, this is actually my logo. You can see that. Yeah, it's out already. Yeah, not bad, right? DH consultancy, exactly the word that I wanted it to come out. DH consultancy, I don't know. I feel like this one and this one looks better. Yeah, I quite like this one. These two. Okay, we can also try. We use exactly the same prompt, right? Okay. If I put inside, ChatGPT, what kind of image they will give it to me? Let's try now. Since okay, let's go open a new box. Okay, let me try. Please generate, a logo. Okay, let's try ChatGPT. Anyone have your creation ready? You can actually send to the chat box. Let us admire your creativity. Okay, they give me some yeah, concept idea lah. Okay. Where's my picture? They didn't give me my picture. Okay, please generate an image. Please generate the image. Anyone got the picture already? And share in the box, chat box. Oh, sorry, I'm using the wrong model. I should be using 4.0. No wonder. Okay, let me stop first, yeah. Because the image creation ability, right, is only available, for the 4.0 model, not the others one, okay? I think for you all, when using the free version, you all will get the default 4.0. Okay, let me regenerate. No wonder it doesn't give me the image, but give me the long-winded answer on the text-based one. So let's compare the creation done by Ideogram and also the creation done by ChatGPT. Okay, you notice when I using the free paid version, right, the creation is much faster compared to you guys who are using, the what do you call the free version. With free version, you might need to wait for a while before you can see the final outcome. Yeah, it's coming out already slowly and gradually. Do I see any answer now in the chat box? Recently trend is Ghibli generation. Yes, you're right. Yes, anyone? Hey, no one actually sending in the answer. You all didn't try your own to generate the pictures. Anyone? No. Okay, copyright. No copyright. Don't worry, no copyright. Okay, for Ghibli is quite great because Ghibli itself. I'm not too sure whether Ghibli, is copyrighted. But then, if let's say you're not using, for commercial, right, you should be fine. But if you are using for commercial, and you are actually, generating profit from it, right, then yes, it may have some implication of copyright issue. But generally, if you just, like generating and sharing, not making profit or not doing advertising, it should be fine. It should be fine. Yeah. This is what I understand, from AI images. Okay. Okay. Well, you ask me, seriously, you ask me, this one is quite plain. ChatGPT can generate a logo image, but it's very plain. As compared to, Ideogram, right? I think it does have some differences. So I still prefer, Ideogram to generate logo lah. Put it this way. Yeah, they can generate better logo compared to ChatGPT. But of course, you will talk about generating glimpy images. I think ChatGPT stand a better chance of having a better result. Okay. Yeah. So this is actually yeah. I thought I saw some sharing, on the chat. Oh yes, I got it. Why you accuse my company? You can use your own company, like your own mock, name. But thanks, Wei Ming, for sharing. Yeah, this is nice. Reaction. One spelling mistake I saw, consultancy. Okay. Sometimes it does happen. Not 100% they can generate flawless spelling, but sometimes they do have some mistakes. But what happens, let's say if we saw some mistake, we just generate again, generate. The next one, also got consultancy. Yeah. Are you using Ideogram? I mean, Wei Ming? Or probably if you change to a better model, I think you're probably using 1.0. Or Copilot, no wonder. Yeah. Copilot, not my cup of tea, seriously. I don't use Copilot a lot. I don't use Gemini a lot because I think in terms of the capability, right, is much behind compared to ChatGPT and also Grab in this space. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. I hope everyone you can also use your LM to try on the image curation capability. Yeah. Okay, now I want to move to the next one already. I want to help you. Okay. I want to give you an offer. What kind of offer? Anyone of you want to see yourself, in your superhero costume? Your Iron Man, your Superman, your Captain America, your He-Man, your Barbie doll, your pen, anyone. Okay, I can only have time to do one customized picture for one person only. So sorry about that because of time limitation. Anyone? This opportunity doesn't come by every time. Anyone? Yes. Okay. Kopeng, are you referring to yes? What? Yes, yes, you want to try or yes or Copilot? Kopeng, you want to try the AI avatar, is it? If yes, can you Aquaman can, but you need to send me your picture. Can you send me your picture over here? Yeah, I think can't. Oh. I can't use a picture over here. Six pack and Trident can. I definitely can do Aquaman one, but I cannot use your picture. Is there any way for you to send me your pictures? Or you can send to Puven. Puven, can you send the picture? Can you send the picture to Puven? Puven, do you mind to share your?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Mr. Lei, Mr. Lei or Miss Lei. I don't know whether you are Mr. or Mr. Miss. I suppose you are Mr. lah. Mr. Do you mind to send the picture to Puven? So that he can forward the picture, then I can help you to do the avatar picture for you. I use myself lah, since no one want to volunteer. Yeah, so sad lah. How come usually this session quite popular one. A lot of you actually wanted to jump out and say, hey, use mine. Yeah. Then I use my picture lah. No choice already. I'm gonna use my picture, but I already got my picture actually available, so I'll just do a Aquaman picture using my picture. Okay, let me go to my, I'm using Discord, to operate my Midjourney. Why Discord? Because Discord enable me, to include some of the other AI bots into the system. Okay, let me try Puwen's face here. So first of all, upload Puwen face first. Okay, this Puwen. Okay, so all my students, they use my account to generate their AI pictures. Okay, this Puwen face. Okay, okay, let's get the Aquaman prompt. Yeah, normally I don't generate the prompt myself. I'll just ask AI to help me generate me an Aquaman prompt. Okay, Aquaman prompt in cinematic style. Okay, I don't want to think about generating the the very adjective kind of what I call words, to get my prompt out. So normally I will just ask ChatGPT to help me to generate the prompts. Okay, you just see how I do. Yeah, don't have to understand the meaning first. It's okay one. All this require some command, to be. I don't know why this come out. Okay, that really. So basically, it's actually asking AI, to generate an Aquaman image, in cinematic way. So I'm going to copy proven text, the image as a base image. Then it's actually my command. I want AI to copy his face only, his face into the picture. Okay. So they're generating at the same time. I'm going to save proven face, as the people later. I'm going to swap his face with the AI picture. Okay, I'm going to save proven face into the system first. Okay, done already. Source face ID done already. Okay, while waiting for the AI to generate the picture. So this will be the picture. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but which one you like? This is step 1 only. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one you like?
I think I like
One,
that.
number 2.
Third
Which
one.
one?
Third one.
Huh?
Third
Okay,
one.
third one. Okay, cool. Yes. U3. Actually, first attempt already like 70% looks like him already. This is how Puwen looks like. So now second step, I'm going to swap the face of Puwen. Okay. Puwen, done already. Yeah. So how do you like yourself? Which one? A or B? I think A lah. The face
Yeah, I
is
think
sharper,
A.
right? Yeah, later I'll send to you. Yeah, very simple, right? You can use actually Mid Journey to generate AI picture of yours in any specific superhero that you want to generate. Okay, yeah. So I still got one more. The last. How do I animate your AI avatar into a moving clips? This one very simple lah. Okay, I'll use Sora. Sorry, I need to speed up a little bit because it's almost like 12 p.m. already. I use Sora. Sora is actually one of the video creation tool, of under ChatGPT, which is under OpenAI as well. Why I use Sora? Because it is fast. If I use the free tools like Hailuo or Runway, it takes a bit of time. So okay. Sora can do a lot of fantastic video. Can you see that? Popcorn chicken. Yeah. So, okay, let's not waste time. I want to upload, Puwen's picture. Okay, not, okay. I want to upload Puwen's picture, Puwen's comment picture. Okay, what's my description? Wave and swim away. Okay, swim away. Okay. Simple one, Then I put 10 seconds. Okay, let me generate. Okay. I'm now trying to animate, Puwen's video. Yeah, I hope it is fast. Normally it's fast. I think probably less than a minute. Okay, never mind. I don't know why. I think because of the superhero, they are now actually limiting, the. But let me try again. Let me try again. Because sometimes when you are using, copyrighted figures, right, they will limit, the. What is it? Image prompt. Swim. Maybe swim away. Okay, this one. Oh. Okay, we try one time. If cannot, then I'll just show you what I've done, in the past. Wave and swim. It could be due to the. We try 5 seconds. Okay, let's try. Guideline violation. I think, yeah, sorry, Approval. I think because of Aquaman, so they cannot do the. But we can use other tools to animate, but maybe not Sora. But let me show you how what Sora can do. Sora can maybe let me show you my previous creation. Where I asked, they do the video of me. This is not me, I mean, I use ChatGPT to animate myself. I mean the picture, but then I asked Sora to animate the pictures. So Rockstar. That one it's not moving. How come? It's just a picture, is it? No. Let me see. My animated. It's my family selfie. Like that. So I can actually make the Clippy picture. I can animate the Clippy picture. Yeah, something like that lah. Actually, quite fun one is Sora, animation. What do you call? Animation maker. Yeah. Okay, so till now, I think I still got 10 minutes left. So I already show you all the demo. I hope you got chance also, to do the demo together with me. Yeah. So I want to show you also how I use, all these tools, right, combined together to generate a marketing, material for me. So this video will just last you for a minute. So I want you to take a look at this. Just 1 minute only, yeah.
Hi friend, do you want to supercharge your business with AI-generated content?
Can you hear the voice?
Boost marketing, or automate content creation? Then it is time to master AI tools, productivity, content, and innovation. In just 2 days, you will learn how to write high-impact content using AI tools like ChatGPT, Cloud AI, and Perplexity. You will design stunning visuals with Midjourney, Leonardo AI, Flux AI to elevate your marketing and branding. And you will create professional videos and avatars using Runway, HeyGen, and Hilo AI. Master AI-driven productivity tools to automate workflow, manage projects, and analyze data effortlessly. Create engaging content 10 times faster for marketing, branding, and business growth. And collaborate on AI-powered business campaigns that drive real impact. AI is changing the game. Are you ready to lead this transformation?
Okay. So this video, right, I use a few tools. I use Midjourney, I use HeyGen. Of course, I use CapCut to do the editing. I also use, Hilo to animate some of the scenes, right? And there's no studio ready kind of stuff, needed, to generate this kind of video. So it's very easy to create. And using the tools that you learned just now, right, you can do all this marketing video, I would say, very effortlessly. So yeah, this is actually how I leverage on AI tools, right, to generate marketing campaign for me. So what's next for you? I think, for those of you, who are interested, to continue, to dive into the world of AI, you can consider, to join the Advanced AI GC Mastery in Workforce, class. I think maybe later Poovan can update us, when is the next one. And also to look at, how we can increase our marketing capability, looking at AI image and also video creation. Not to forget to improve our communication and presentation skills using AI as well. And finally, with the workflow that we have learned, right, we can transform our business and with the AI knowledge and also skill that we have learned. Yeah. So these are the things that you can consider to upskill yourself, in the next level of AI embracing AI. Yeah. So